Hey guys, it's later on today on July the 6th. I did the solar tracker. I put it on the pole this morning, or today actually, early today, and I was going to take the auger, which you guys know, the shear pin. I only have one shear pin in it, and it sheared off when I was digging that post for it. And part of it was hung in there, so I had a hard time. But anyway, we got it out. Actually, the neighbor come by and we got it out. But put two back in there this time, which it should have been two the first time, but put two in there this time. And the worst thing that can happen now, it'll shear this little small one off here. There's only one goes up here. It's thinner and smaller. It would shear it off, which is it's okay. When it happens, and that's what they're for, so you don't tear up your equipment. But what happened is I was trying, it was stuck, and we had a hard time getting that thing done. But anyway, I tried to get it cranked so I could lift it up and try to knock the thing off with the hammer. The battery was dead. So I put the battery charger on it, and it was charging up pretty good, and I finally got it cranked, and the fan was clinking. It was hitting something, and I look over and the fan's wobbling, and I knew what it meant when the fan started wobbling. And it's the weirdest thing that when I parked that thing here, it was not doing that, or at least I didn't hear it. But the water pump went out on it. So tore it down, got the water pump off of there, and so you guys can see it's tore down and got the water pump off of it. And I called into a couple of places, O'Reilly Auto Parts, which maybe in a lot of places they don't carry tractor parts, but in these little small towns like this, everybody's got a tractor just about. So they actually had, well, they didn't have one. They could actually order. It takes, I think they said 3 days, and it was like $225. Geez. So the Feed and Farm Supply store here pretty much sells everything. I mean, literally everything to do with the farm. It's a big place. They actually have two, one in the next big city, and then one in the little town closest to me here. So I called those guys up, and they said, well, we don't have it. We don't keep that in stock. He says, we can order it and have it here in 2 days. You come in and pay for what we ordered, and it'll be here in 2 days. And theirs was $66. So that's a big difference for the same water pump, $225 and $66. Big name auto parts store is that much more for the same part, and they wanted an extra day to get it here, 3 days. And so anyway, of course, I'm going to run in tomorrow. It was kind of late when I called them, so I'm going to run in first thing in the morning, go ahead and pay them. But this is the water pump, but I'm going to pay them so that way they could go ahead and get that thing ordered. And yeah, it was just so wobbling, and sure enough, I didn't want to take any chance. If you guys can see how it moves there, it's not supposed to do that. I didn't want to take a chance on this thing flying off of there and tearing up my radiator, because that is about $250, I think it is, for a new radiator. Because if that fan flies off, it'll just chew that radiator up. But anyway, it just seems like one thing after the other. Just taking one simple thing to put some shear bolts in that auger, and then it went to charging up the battery to get it cranked up so I could do that, and then the water pump's going out. So I mean, that's just part of, I reckon, owning a tractor that's older than I am, or is older and older. Things are going to break, things are going to wear out. That's just part of machinery. and humans. I'm wearing out too, but yeah, it's just part of owning any kind of machinery. You know, that's just like my truck here. So far it hasn't given me any bad problems. I actually have oil. I change my own oil most of the time, especially up here because it's hard to find a place. And I think the cheapest place, almost 35 or 40 bucks that I know of. And I've heard there's a different place, but you know, I can get the oil and the filter and everything, and good oil and a good filter for right around 20 bucks. And it's not that big a deal to change the oil. So anyway, I just thought I'd do this little video and update you guys on what's going on. All right, you guys have a great day.